Well, unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to be qualifying near the back this time around here on the Mio on Board series. Well, not really that far back, because Iceman, Cole
The guy
McRae,
behind has just done a 144.7.
Chazo, Ermer, although Chazo just got a lap time in. So 11th place right now. Might go lower, depends. There's a couple of people out there. There's a minute left in qualifying. Disappointed by that because I was 6th in practice. Just didn't get a good lap in qualifying. 43.9 is not a qualifying lap for me. Is what it is. It's a very tight grid though. We're talking 43 flat for pole down to a 44.8 to Vic Vega, and Rene Ermer at 45 flat. So I guess I should feel I should feel good about the fact that I'm not Rene Ermer at least, because he really didn't deliver with his qualifying effort. He was much faster than that as he puts a 44.6 up. Even that's not a good lap. So I'm not the worst off in that regard. It's a tight field. Hopefully I can do some things. John Barker, sort of surprising to see him on pole. Didn't expect it. Looks like the M6 is really strong here. So there is that. Paul Laru's up at the front, Josiah Jerome, Alfonso Alexandre, Jimmy Fordham, Adam Komorowski, a lot of the normal faces. Got the squirt bottle as well as the Camelback today. One pit stop race with 2 tires. I'm going to try and do it on 2 tires. We'll see. I'll make up my mind when we get there. I do wish a little bit that I had done a little bit more setup-wise, because I feel like there's something for the front end that could still work out here that I don't have.
Pit exit's clear.
Really weird end to the pit lane there. All right, let's get a warm-up lap in here. Just get a feel for it.
We've got cold brakes.
Rear tires will be a little bit cold. Front tires will be pretty much in the zone. The right front will be maybe slightly off where you want it to be. This is, of course, a rarity, and this is a track that I'm racing in a sim that I have raced in real life, although not in comparative cars, and not this specific layout. I've done the inner loop layout, not the Grand Prix layout. So this part of the track is how I remember it, but the first sector is going to be a little bit not what I remember. And I have noticed that the brake markers for the inner loop are still there, so that's going to be interesting to see if anyone gets caught out by that. I know it happened to me twice in the practice session, so it definitely can happen. Hopefully get a top 10 today, second of the season. Had my first at Spa. Going to avoid a jump start penalty here today. Should be doable because there's no incline to deal with, which was the problem at Spa. My car rolled backwards actually, and they called it a false start. Wasn't just me. A couple other cars got caught up by the same thing. So obviously can't howl at the moon too much. Be aiming for 44s all day. Well, we'll see. We'll see about the beginning, because obviously I haven't run with the completely full tank yet. We're going a little bit over fuel. I'm fueled with a full tank of 120. My calculations say it'll take about 115 to get the job done. 116. So technically 118, 119 would have been the safe figure. We've gone slightly higher than that. It's whatever. I think that having an extra liter or two in the car should not
Did you get a Durlon the boot?
Make the difference. Looks like Tobias is okay with him competing. Might want to get a final word from the Tugas guys if they want him.
Yep. Who came on to request?
Just 2 minutes left.
It was
2
Arjun.
minutes to go.
Arjun.
Vic Vega and Tobias also told him to leave, but they seem to be happy with him telling him that he is indeed registered. So I don't know. He's their guy. So problems with a racer named Durlon Iceman being on the server, which maybe he shouldn't. Tuga's not exactly
Your quickest overall.
keen with him.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought you would.
They're okay. They don't go off too bad.
That's a new
It's also a
fastest lap
60-minute
for
race. I thought the softs and the 60s were ideal.
They do seem to work pretty good.
Yeah, fair point.
But you'd think, so it's Spa, you'd think, you could go soft for half an hour. But
Yellow flag,
Spa
sector
seems to
2.
wear the tires out a bit faster.
Well, Spa is always going to be a bit of a higher tire range because of the elevation
You're
changes.
2/10 off the pace in sector
Also,
1.
it was,
Brake temperatures
it was
are looking
also
good.
a 90-minute race, so there's an extra 30 minutes
The
to
leader's just done
count for.
144.71.
Well, yeah, you should be able to do one set of mediums and one set of softs.
This should be a relatively low wear of track.
It looks
'cause
like
there's not a
Chazo has
ton
stacked it.
of elevation changes or abrasion.
Sector 2 is clear.
Yeah, it's pretty
So unless some people got kicked, the game is completely out of whack. Oh, I'm in warm-up.
Yeah, we're in warm-up. We're in warm-up, boss.
Fucking hell. I didn't even do a qualifying, did I?
You missed your qualifying?
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking hell.
That's the
Yeah,
end of the
dude.
session.
I don't
P4.
even know how much fuel
find
to
out.
put in.
Roughly a full
How many
tank.
laps are we gonna be?
It'll be roughly a full tank.
Around 36 lap, I expect. 36, 57 maybe.
It's not 90 minutes.
60.
Yeah, it's 60, but I don't know. I came out with like 115 for the liters, and 120 is a full tank, so I'm just going full tank.
Well, it's sub 2 minutes per lap, so it should be at 30 laps, no? But I'm guessing the game is giving me wrong numbers right now, so.
I think it'll be more than 30
Yeah,
laps, because 30 laps would be a 2-minute lap, and it's sub 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's only a minute 40 a lap, eh?
I came up with 40 laps.
How much
That
time
seems
do
a
I
little
have
high.
here? 29 seconds.
Good luck all.
I came
I
up
don't
with
even have a-
35. All right, here we go.
No, you're right. It's almost full. Okay.
Yep.
There goes nothing.
You can always refuel if you need more.
60 minutes. Okay, Michael. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
4.
Go, go, go.
Drive-throughs for
On your left.
Olaro, Edmonds, and McRae.
Hold your line.
Olaro's one of the top guys, so that's going to be
Hold
interesting.
your line. Clear left.
P11.
It's not working.
Car left.
Oh, very choppy here in the early
Clear
going.
left. On your left. Clear left.
As the
On your left.
Yellow
It's
flag.
not
Stay
normally a
sharp.
braking zone, so that's
Clear
going to put me back a fair bit through the first sector
Clear
here.
right.
Whoa!
Green flag. You're clear.
Crash,
Car
crash,
right.
crash.
Yellow flag. Green flag. All clear.
Clear right.
Ariel's a Tony
Start's okay.
going
Let's get
hard
stuck
with
in.
possibly lag. That'll be a penalty for sure. Technically, Edmonds got around me there under yellows.
Yellow flag.
but,
Stay sharp.
Okay.
Man has retired from the
Crash.
race.
Oh, get through, get
Green
through.
flag. You're clear.
It's a messy start. Up to 9th place despite losing some spots.
Green flag.
Edmonds has a
Sector 2.
drive-through. I presumably don't. Presumably. I didn't see my name come up. Magic Cash Chuck, one of the guys involved in the carnage. It's one of the GTE cars. They're in the red, we're in the yellow. Or not the yellow, the blue. Why am I saying yellow? This track is very third gear. I think all but 2 corners I take in third gear. There's a couple that I can optionally take in second if I want to get a little bit of a better run out of the corner.
All right, Michael,
Cars
keep
in
it
the
nice and
pits.
smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P9.
Left side, clear left.
There's a little bit of faith Martin had in me there not to take him out. There's also a little bit of an adventurous overtake by me, though. Probably pushing
Yellow
it
flag.
up a little bit. Yellow out. Keep eyeballs open.
You're clear. Incident clear.
It's Vic Vega, I think. Drive-through penalty for... So Martin is weak on the backstretch. Not sure what Vic Vega is asking.
Right side, clear right.
Vic's
We've had a
not
cup
happy
warning.
there,
Keep
Martin.
it tidy, please, Michael.
Oh. I thought you said Tobias was okay with that.
I told you should probably check with them.
Well, I can't restart. I don't have time after the race. So
Yeah, it's done now.
if we restart, I cannot race it.
Concentrate on the race.
Didn't expect any different.
Come on,
just
track limits. The stewards have warned us about
kinda
track
wish,
limits. Keep it
kinda
between
wish
the
someone in
lines.
the pit stop maybe can give Vic a heads up of what's going on. I mean, in fairness on the whole Durlon Iceman thing, what it comes down to is the Tugas guys who are complaining that he's representing them are the ones that gave him the password. Because we wouldn't have given him the password.
Yellow flag.
I think that's just Vega being stationary
Incident clear. Green flag.
the whole time. That's a bit rude by Vic. I know he's angry, and he's right
Alexandra
to
is
be
leading the
angry,
race.
but he's at the point where he either needs to get out of the
The
serve,
gap to Edmonds
get to the pits,
ahead
and
is
be
now
like, okay, my
2.2
day's
seconds.
done, or he needs to start racing. That's my thought, because he's causing a perma yellow zone, which you can't ignore. Alright, he left. You can't ignore because it might be a new yellow zone, even if you suspect it is Vega causing it.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Still needs to serve his drive-through. I don't know if RaceRoom has a limit
Yellow flag.
on that. I would have served it right away. It gets you out of the
Incident clear.
carnage
Green flag.
and into clear air. If you've got to serve it, you know, you serve it early. So I'm surprised he's still out. I was not supposed to brake there. This is not how it's supposed to go.
There's a white flag.
Bertrand
Car left,
Barrier, go ahead, Bertrand.
still there. Clear left.
P8. Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
6, which is pretty terrible.
It looks like Jerome has spun off.
There's Josiah's Audi rejoining.
Okay,
Problems
Michael.
for
The next
him.
car is Jerome. You're clear. Incident clear.
Looks like it might have involved Mauricio. Let's see if we can get around
Left
Mauricio.
side. Clear left.
Can.
Green flag. Sector 1.
7th place.
Your rear tyres are cold. The gap to Delgado behind is now 0.7.
Might need to play Peacemaker with some of the Tugas guys after this, that is for sure. Alright, so Josiah, probably not someone I'm fighting with. Traditionally
this guy
faster
distract
than me,
you.
although his back end does look very damaged. If I get closer, I might be able to fully tell, but it looks like he's missing part of his bodywork. Let's not brake this time. You can see what difference that makes. Easily a half second.
Seventh position. That last lap was a 1:45.58. That's your best lap in the session.
Jamie Fordham up ahead. We had a good battle with him at Road America. Be cool to get into it with him again. Catching Josiah, so he's got damage. And that back end is definitely giving him some troubles. Presumably he'll fix it at the pit stop, which would put me in front of him. We'll see. Not super concerned about getting past him. Also, I moved the radar to a place where hopefully I can see it a lot easier. So far that has been the case. Right now my bigger concern is Mauricio in my rear view. It's Fordham up ahead as well. So keeping up on him. Oh, come on, Mauricio. You're not getting down the inside there. Come on, man. Come on, mate. I think he figured out that that was not going to happen as well. Didn't make an issue of it.
Your tyre temps are good.
Let's see.
That's your quickest lap in this session.
Mauricio's reading at a 54. I'm a little confused at that. Very generous first turn track limits around here, which might have been what killed my qualifying effort. I don't think I really exploited them enough, but oh well. Qualifying further back did maybe save me something. I don't know. It looked like there was a lot of carnage at the front.
Right side.
Going for it.
Green flag, sector 2.
And
Clear
he's
right.
got it. Wow. Alright.
Come on, Michael. Don't let him get away.
Tip of my headset to
Car in front is
Mauricio.
Delgado.
That was a quick run he had going there. Don't know how he got that kind of run on me. I know my lap is like 0.6 off, but I don't honestly think that that's from like a bad run. Like I had to bail out of my line there to not hit Mauricio, which is totally fair play to him. But I'm going to be very interested to get a look at him on the replay and see if maybe I can figure out how he got that run.
Yellow flag.
Yes, Josiah loses it.
Green flag.
I wonder if he's just running supremely low wing, maybe? Because he's been catching me into like braking zones pretty frequently, although I'm catching him here.
Sector 2 is clear.
Just be
That lap
draft.
time was 1:45.39.
Could have maybe shoved my nose in there a little deeper, but we ended up going
Yellow
wide.
flag, stay sharp. Incident clear. Green flag. Watch the track limits. We'll get a penalty if we don't. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained.
Oh, I got slowed my pulley.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Which it seems to have gone down to 0, but it's not giving it to me. We'll brake early into the next turn. There. That got rid of it. I don't even know if I'd really consider that a track cut worth
Sector 2
slowdown,
is
but
clear.
okay. This is why I don't really like the slowdowns necessarily. Well, a couple reasons. One, I actually find them kind of dangerous. Because having a car stop doing what is normally expected in the turn is
Yellow flag in sector 3.
potentially problematic.
Green flag sector 3.
12 minutes in. So that's what?
The gap to Delgado in front is now 0.9.
So 12, 1/5, 20% through. There we go. Why was I drawing a blank on that for a sec? We're catching Fordham. Not at like a ridiculous rate of knots, but some might suggest he has a problem. Let's see, what is he doing for lap times? Give me his lap time. 45.6. Yeah, that is slow. Faster than I did, but that's because I had to do a slowdown penalty. You can see Mauricio did a 44. Mauricio's kind of all over the place, so I suspect what it is he's got to be running low grip to maximize the straight line.
The pit window opens in 2 minutes. Okay,
Problem
Michael,
is that
stay
when I
close.
come up
Wait for him
behind
to
him
make
like
a
this,
mistake.
he's giving off a hell of a draft. Couldn't get it. As soon as I peel out of the draft, I lose all speed. It's just, the only thing I'm catching up to him on is the fact that he's a massive draft provider. He's a vacuum cleaner, basically. But you can see that his car language is very all over the place. That could also just be lag. He has 163 ping. He's from Chile. Super friendly dude. You might hear him over the Discord cheerleading every once in a while, as we're still catching Fordham at a very... We're really catching Fordham. So, is there a
Pit window
top
open in 1 minute.
5 opportunity on the cards here? We'll see. Keeping an eye on my rear tires to see how worn they get.
Keep him in your sights. Forced a mistake. Your lap time was 1:44.71.
I'm just taking this inside line, not necessarily to not hit him, but just to avoid his rear end. Frankly, it's costing me time, I know, but I'm very nervous about where Delgado's braking in that first turn because of how rapid he is through this whole feed through here. Josiah Jerome keeping up reasonably well. Wayne Hutchison back there as well.
Incident in sector
I think
2.
I've got
Sector
the
2
pace
is yellow.
on Wayne. We were like 0.02 apart in qualifying.
Alright, Michael. The
and
pit window is now
I was
open.
well above him in practice. And as stated, didn't get a good qualifying, so. Fordham can be very defensively aggressive. We'll see what he does. Also, the pit window's open, so if he's nursing any damage, we might see him come in. Could be interesting watching Mauricio and Fordham scrap. They both are known to be a bit
The
aggressive.
leader, Alexandra, is pitting. Yellow flag sector 3.
Interesting that Alexandre is pitching
Yellow flag.
from the lead, because one would assume his car is
Barker
not
is now
damaged.
leading.
Fordham's in. Kind of figured. Saw that coming. Cash chuck in. No
Green
surprise
flag
there.
sector 2. B6. Okay, Michael. The next car is Delgado.
I think I need to be way more aggressive into turn 1. Komarowski, Zatoni, and Barker up ahead. I'm a little I thought Zatoni was the one that had the wreck. Was it not him? It wasn't him. brake a little early. Avoid any nastiness. I do want to get past Delgado, though. I do feel like his lack of consistency might hold me up. I think that he can definitely do my pace, and possibly faster. I just don't think he necessarily is going to consistently do it. And if I want to put myself into a better position, I'm very puzzled by the Alexandre pit stop, because there's no way it was planned. The way I think this race is going to work out, I think you want to run absolutely as long as possible, because it's one tank of fuel. This corner not being a braking zone is so weird to me. That's the whole real life's experience versus this.
Jerome is gaining on
Tony
you.
in the
The
pits.
gap is now 4.4. Sector 2 is yellow, P4. You've just done a 145.00.
45.0, not bad, not great. Would like to be in the 44s. Sideways moment there by Delgado. Not sure if that's the lag talking or if he had a bit of a snap of oversteer. Could be both.
Green flag, sector 2.
Oh, there's Mauricio. He's urging me on. I can get close to him there. I can't overtake him. Like, there's just no speed once I leave the draft, unfortunately. So short of, going through him, there's no way around him right now. Other than that, I'm getting runs where he makes mistakes, but I don't know if there's really a spot on the track I can bank on. Josiah's not pitted. It's surprising, because I'm pretty sure he has something wrong with his car. Paul Laru has another pit stop. That's bad news for him. If I recall correctly, he was the Spa winner. It was either him or Alfonso Alexandre. And I kind of expected him to be a factor
flag, all clear.
today. As Dave Fight makes his way into the pits.
Okay, Michael, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake. Your last lap time was a 145.13.
Hard on the curbs there. A little spark wash. I think Josiah went in the pits. He's vanished from behind me. This is very, very close.
On your
Can I
left.
get it done?
Still there. Clear left.
No. That's a very dangerous spot. I've been on both ends of that.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
That was early braking from Mauricio. Got a little out of shape.
Sector 2
He's all
is
over
clear.
the place. That's got to be the ping. Costing me time. Hutchison's catching up. It's costing him time too. This is one of those rare moments where you want to have a conversation with the guy and be like, "Listen, we're hurting each other here." Take a little pressure off right now. Just get myself a little space. Alright. So we're battling for third, actually. Komorowski and Barker up ahead.
Hutchinson is reeling you in. The gap's now 4.3 seconds.
I'm not really worried about
Yellow flag
Hutchinson, although he
sector 2.
just did a 44.9, so he's got pace. It's not just that we're struggling. or that we're scrapping. Zip up to him again.
Green flag,
No
sector
overtake
2.
this time. Brake on. 4th gear.
Gap 2,
I wonder
Delgado.
if anyone's
Ahead
taking
is
that in
now
3rd or even
0.8.
maybe 5th. It's an interesting corner. I tried it in 3rd in practice, and 4th was definitely faster for me.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Be interesting to know if anyone else, because I was using 2nd for this uphill section, and I was told 3rd was better. I'm not 100% sold, but the guy who told me it is faster than me, so. Although behind me in the race, so hint, hint. Because I think we're the top. We're the top 2 C7 Callaways actually. Of course, depends on. There's some people who have been in the pits and
Yellow flag.
got their
Green flag, you're clear.
shit out of the way.
Has just retired.
Oh, fight's out. It's one of the top Callaways.
P4. That was a 144.73.
Good lap. There. Giving some breathing room to Delgado may actually have been the best option I had. Because now we're putting down 44s. We're doing our thing. We're pulling back away from Hutchison a bit, who did a 45. Alchandre is catching us, though. He's already pitted. That was terrible. Oh. Into the laces. We're into the Watkins Glen boot.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Up into the toe. Hutchison catching. This has just been a terrible lap.
The gap to Delgado in front is now 1.5
Tires
seconds.
are still fine, so there's no reason I should be this slow. Just need to refocus and get it done. Oddly, though, Delgado is not pulling away from me while I'm being slow, so I don't know.
Looks like a bit of a wear on your left front.
I don't know if it's a bit of one of us is going slow and the other is kind of copying a little bit. Subconsciously.
Sector 2 is clear.
I don't trust those times the HUD is giving me, because I don't think he did a 44.7 there. He'd be way further ahead. Plan is still to go more or less as deep as possible. Not even halfway. We're getting there.
Your front tyres have got minor wear.
Do I do a 4-tire change or just the 2? That is the question. Fronts are getting changed regardless. Do the backs get changed? This game is just not very good at representing the differential of tire wear. It makes the car very unbalanced in my experience. So I'm very nervous about it.
Yellow flag.
Getting kind of close to the time to make the call, though.
Green flag, you're clear.
Who's that? Sure, somebody out. Ah, gotta get it out of my head that that's a braking zone. Pit lane for Mickey. Or McKee. He's having a much better day than at Spa. That's good to see. He want to see
Your lap
everyone
time was
have fun.
145.73.
And watching him struggle at Spa in the commentary and the stewarding video was a little bit disheartening. So it's good to see him doing well here at Watkins Glen. Still not halfway. About 2 laps
The
from
gap to
halfway.
Delgado
I have,
ahead is now 2.1.
as expected, 5.6, about 6 liters too much. So about, and it's less than 2 laps of safety. Left front is officially into the yellows. So tires are officially suboptimal. Well, one of them is. Keeping up, still keeping up with the leaders. Or who I'm thinking of as the leaders. Really, I think Alexandre is the leader. This might have been Henrik Irmer that we saw off. Sad to see him go. A lot of respect for Henrik, who's a slow driver who keeps coming out and does it because he loves racing.
There's a white flag.
Alright, Mauricio in the pits.
P2, sector 1 is 0.25 off the pace.
I want to crack
sector 2
out
is
some
0.6
44s
off
here.
the pace. Sector 3 is
Now that I have free
0.32
air.
off the pace.
Also, Komorowski pitted. We'll see where they come out relative to me, because that'll give me an idea of pit time. That's over a minute by the looks of it. 18 seconds. I think that's a 2-tire swap by Mauricio. And Komorowski.
The gap to Hutchinson behind is increasing. It's now 3.4.
Yeah. They're doing a single one. 2-tire swap on the fronts. I think that more or less bullies me into having to do it. I just can't afford the longer pit stop. Like, am I gonna make that time up? Not really. I'd have to be something like a second faster a lap. The backs would be at like 50 something should they have to do the full race, because they've used up 20, we'll call it 25 for easy math. And we're
Okay,
about
Michael, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel.
So that would put them at 50. This is going to be a 45.
That lap was at 145,
A 1.
1.9.
Interesting. Better than expected. Hutchison a little faster at 45 flat. Really worried about Alexandre's times. And I can't see Delgado, so not much to talk about there. That's a shame, I don't have a pit stop reference. Could argue I should pit now. I think I'm going to, actually. Not necessarily this lap, but probably next. Another garbage lap. I think
Green flag sector 3. The leader, Barker, is pitting.
We'll go 1 lap over Barker. Because pitting on the same lap as him doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's get a lap lead. Alright, if I do a good lap here, we stay out for 1 more. If I can't, we pit. That's the goal right now. I kind of want to be able to go without yellowing the second set of front tires, just to give me some tires to work with, to kind of offset the worn rears.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position.
Of course, blue flags may make staying out any longer a really bad idea.
Alexandra is closing you down. The gap has come down to 18
Oh, I don't care about
seconds.
him. He's already pitted. He's ahead of me. Let's be honest. This will be the pit stop. I'll use the pit stop as a way to get out of the blue flag train here. Technically not being given a blue flag, but it's a faster class.
Clear left. Left side.
I'd really like it if you guys would wait
Clear left.
just a second
Left side.
for me here.
Clear left.
Oh god, this pit entrance is
Car left. Clear
dangerous
left.
as fuck.
We expect to exit the pits in position 6 behind Delgado.
There's my... I don't think I actually did the... Oh, fuel... Hang on. That's not going to do fuel, right? Fuck. Fucked up my pit stop huge there, not remembering what game I'm playing. Here we go. Here we go. Messed up pit stop. Delgado's got me dead to rights.
Go, go, go. Pit exit is clear.
Also coming up behind Hutchison. Behind Alaru. Alaru's making good time. Alright, so here's the plan. We got Alaru coming up to Hutchison. He's kind of our goal. He's kind of our door opener. Because he is the guy who's kind of out of place. But he's not so fast that people won't fight
Your
with him.
right rear has got minor wear. The gap in front is now
The right rear has
2.1.
got quite a bit of wear, actually. Thank you very much. Just saying. Really needed to probably factor in the pit stop. Probably could have gotten away with about 5 liters less of fuel, but I don't think that's really...
Yellow flag in sector
That's
3.
not the problem. The problem is I fucked up my pit
Sector
stop.
3 is clear. Gomez is now retired.
Gomez is out. I think he was a GTE. So we are up in 9th, which is positioned to be my best result of the season. In a large class, actually, we got 18 cars. Wow.
The car ahead is Hutchinson.
Alright, so Laru got Hutchison without doing me any favors. That's disappointing. You know what? I probably should have known that Wayne
Watch
of
your
all
rear tyres,
people
they're
would
pretty
know
cold.
that that's not his fight. Here we go.
E9.
Max Simmons has not pitted. I have to point that out. Going late as always. This time I don't blame him. Actually, I think honestly I could have gone later if it wasn't for the blue flag train that came up to me. That was really what put me in then. And then I fucked up my pit stop. I thought for just a second that was going to put fuel in the car.
Your rear tyres have got a bit of wear.
Because I'm used to ACC. Should have, in hindsight, just put it down to 0. I was never going to put 52 liters into the car. If my fuel conversions were wrong, it was going to be, a splash and dash sort of deal. Not a full fuel stop, but oh well. Alright, let's try to get Wayne. Luciano's kind of in range. Delgado sadly is not.
Ahead is now 2.1.
Braking too late.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Stay between the lines. Please, Michael, incident clear. Green flag.
He did not do that. Given how badly that stop went, I actually probably actually would have been better off doing all 4 tires. 44 flat for Laru, I can't keep up with that. 44.8 for Hutchison, I can do that, I think. That's on the high side, though. Fastest lap is a 44.7 after all. But we should be able to go faster than that because lighter on fuel with good front tires and actually still full grip on the left rear. It's just the right rear that is. Giving up the ghost on that one. Here we go. Let's get a good lap in here. Put the give Wayne a little taste of the pressure. Still plenty of time left. 21 minutes. It's going to be more than 10 laps. 12 according to the HUD. 12 and change. Do also have a generally faster Josiah Jerome behind me. Speed new fastest 45.2.
That lap time was 144.41. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Coming for you, Wayne.
We'd be warned about track limits. That's 20 minutes to go.
Slow down penalty though. I don't really care about track limit
ahead is
use.
now 3.5.
We have plenty of incidents to spare. So part of me is a little curious what is being run by Echazo. Is that an option? Because he's got ballast and it's never been that much faster than me. And to be honest, I think all the Bentleys have looked a little off their game here. I'm wondering if that's I'm wondering in the back of my head if that's a car problem or it's just that the two of them both have a pretty large chunk of ballast. That could also be it. Komorowski is the other one. And he was unable to keep up with Barker. I do think the BMW is very strong here, though. Drive through Cole. He's already behind me. I think. I suspect, anyways. Alexandre has indeed taken the lead from John Barker. We know Delgado is up there. There he is. He's in 5th. 60 Chaos is 7th Alaro, so who is Missing somebody. Who's third and fourth? Probably one is Komorowski. Honestly, not sure who the other one is. It's not Ermer. It's not Jamie Fordham. Interesting.
Okay, Michael, you're reeling. Hutchinson in. The gap's now 3.2.
It's weird. I thought the BMW was strong here. Maybe not.
Here come the GTE runners.
Got Andrew D in the lead coming up behind me.
Yellow flag. Blue flag.
Yellow flag.
You're clear. Incident clear.
Keeping an eyeball peeled. That's Cole, I think, that brought out the yellow. Blue flag out.
Blue flag.
Giving you the inside.
Thanks.
On your right.
It's nice when the leader is on voice
Hold your
comms.
line. Clear right.
You can communicate your intentions.
The car behind's a faster class.
I think honestly too few people
The
actually
window closes
use
in 2 minutes.
voice comms. I get the objection to it is they're distracting, but we actually have rules generally that prevent any discussion outside of kind of what I just did with Andrew there. We did have a little bit with what to do about Vic. And his
Blue
angle.
flag. Green flag, sector 2.
Really where I want to be caught. Tobias is not on voice comms, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Which is, he might go down the inside of the upcoming turn. Yeah, he's definitely going to catch me in time for that, so
Right side.
let's leave him room.
Clear right.
The gap to Hutchinson in front is now
Go.
3.5 seconds. Pit window closing in 1 minute.
Actually lost more time letting D through, but it was super safe. Let's see where Tobias catches Hutchison. Where are we in relation to Ichazo? Actually closing down on Ichazo a little bit. Not a ton, but a little. Might just be the vagrancies of variancies, I think is the word actually I'm looking for, of the blue flags. I don't think vagrancies work. I've heard people use the term
Alright,
vagrancies
Michael,
there.
pit window is now closed.
I don't know
Until
why.
your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. 15 minutes
Messiah's
remaining. 15 minutes to
pacing
go.
me, but not really making any ground up. And no one else behind me is a huge threat. Fordham is 20 plus seconds back, so that's good. This means I can just focus on Wayne, who I've made 7 cents up on. Why does the radar go off there? Is there? Are we like close to the track or something? There's never anything there. Unless it's, is someone still stopped there? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's under the impression that Vega's still there? I don't know. His car is gone, though. He left some time ago.
The gap to Hutchinson ahead is now 2.6 seconds.
You know who else I think is ahead of me? Zatoni. So I think it's Zatoni who's in. I think Zatoni's in third. I am confirming Komorowski's ahead of me. He's 5th, or 4th, I should say. Then it's Delgado in 5th, Olaru,
That lap was at
Chazo,
145.77.
Slower than Wayne just because I broke in turn 10. You're not supposed to do that! I'm just so used to it. You don't have to in a GT3 car, Mike. Come on. Lost a fair bit of ground to Josiah, but he's still back there. McRae out.
Okay, Michael, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Surprised that they consider that track limit abuse. 8th incident. Gap is back to 3+. To Hutchison. We've also lost some ground to about a half second to Ichazo. So really, I think it's just Wayne I can get. And then the other concern is if Josiah starts ripping off big laps.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Don't break. This is tier 10, or turn 10. It's not a brake zone. Thank you.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Track limits.
Slow down penalty acquired, though.
Incident
Oh
clear,
no,
green flag.
Mauricio slowing.
On your right. Clear right.
What's up with Mauricio?
P8.
Did a good lap, but we will
You need
have
to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Slow down there. There we go. Get that done in first turn. So this means Delgado is now suddenly in the track. Now, did he have contact? Did he lose it himself? I don't know. Tires are holding up remarkably well.
He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth. All right, Michael. There's a faster class car approaching.
Who is it? It is Bertrand Barrier.
Blue flag.
Running in 3rd place. Delgado and I getting the blues. Could potentially overtake both of us here. I can't really worry about the blue flag until Mauricio gets cleared, of course. Because I can't let Barrier through without him overtaking Delgado, otherwise Delgado's
Got
gonna
10
come.
minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Yellow flag.
Oh no!
Green
He
flag.
spun
You're
out.
clear. The gap to Hutchinson ahead
I
is
might
now
get a penalty for
3.0
that.
seconds.
I could see Barrier being pissed at me. I don't think it is a penalty because I didn't defend. I just took my line and he got hit with the wash. I didn't think the GTs were that aero sensitive. But maybe they
Green
are.
flag sector 3.
I hope I don't get my second penalty of this series. I rear-ended Cole at Road
Gap to
America,
Delgado behind is
which
now
was
2.4.
undeniably a penalty. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Deserving of a penalty? Should I well, it'll be too late to self-report myself. I'm not going to do that, but I'm interested in your thoughts and opinions. Was that just an unfortunate incident, or Did I need to be more accommodating? And how? It's kind of the problem with the last two turns of Watkins Glen. I don't really think you can clear blue flags all that easily now. You can clear blue flags around turn 1 and into sector 1 very easily. Very safely, 44.9 for Hutchison.
That lap was a 144.59.
Catching him. Catching Ichazo as well, but not at a rate that I think is going to set anything up. Leaving Josiah in the dust. Delgado is still there. Delgado's about as close to me as I am to Wayne for a visual representation. And we'll probably have Barrier at some point coming through again, because they are about 4 to 5 seconds faster a lap, I think. I think they're capable of doing around high 30s. .37, 38, I think. That's the one thing I do wish the Otter Hub did, was give me the fastest lap updates. It doesn't seem to. And it's blocking where the game would provide them. My, if I had not fucked up my pit stop, where would I be right now? Probably ahead of Ichazo. Probably would have lost out to Olaru anyways.
Ahead is now 1.8. Sector 2 is yellow.
8/10.
We can see Lampe has binned it. Sector 2 is clear.
Lampe, that's a GTE car. Rudiger, I think, or Rudiger. I think we were debating what his name is. Wow, yeah, no, the back tires seem to be doing remarkably little work. I think this is way more viable than I was thinking it'd be. Something to remember, although the next 2 rounds are 90-minute rounds, so it doesn't really help. I think in a 90-minute round it's all 4 tires. Get where we're going. I think Bathurst is one. There we go. Ichazo's starting to go very slow.
Okay, Michael, 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
I wonder if the ballast and just the general Bentley weight is maybe wearing his tires out a lot faster than the Callaway is, or Wayne's Mercedes, because we are unballasted, because we're having largely terrible seasons.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. We need to slow down and give back some time.
Yeah, we'll do that at turn 1. It's not a problem.
The gap to Delgado behind is increasing. It's now 2.9. You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. You'll need to give back the time gained.
I refuse to believe that should be a slowdown penalty, given how far off track I've seen some people go in turn 1. I just refuse.
You're reeling. Hutchinson in. The gap is now 0.35.
He's got a bit of a wiggle on. We go to the inside.
On your left. Clear left.
He left me room.
On your left.
Oh!
Clear left.
That is so sketchy. I hope that got caught on the commentary cam. I would love to talk about it on broadcast. Or commentary, I should say, because it's not actually a broadcast. Broadcast implies we're doing something live. Blue flag coming up. That'll be for Bertrand. Broke a little late there. Not ridiculously late, but I wonder if this is the same spot at the track too. Here's hoping that Barrier doesn't get as close to my rear this time. Go ahead.
Car left.
Even giving up the draft.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Want to make that as easy for him as possible. Penalty or not, I still feel bad about the previous problem. Also, he's going to catch Wayne at a point that's going to make Wayne lift a little bit. And I'll get a second crack at him. Might just honestly be able to pull through
Car left.
cleanly before we even get to the braking zone.
Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
We're seeing minor wear on your left side
Got him.
tyres. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
One lap after this, apparently. Not enough time, I think, to get a Chazo. Delgado's coming back at us hard, though. He's got some good laps going.
Yellow flag sector 2.
I wish I had a party mode. Party mode for the fuel. Starting to feel the backs
flag
like go
sector
through
two.
that corner though, so maybe Wayne was right to brake a little earlier for it. Wayne is usually very good on his tires, so I have no doubt that he's at least in similar shape to me. There's not much of a chance that he's in worse shape.
P7, last lap. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 time
Chazo's
is
been
quick.
cleared under the blues. That was kind of really the only hope I had left, was that a Chazo would get like just a terrible blue flag experience. So if I had not fucked up my pit stop, I think I would have gotten 6th. Because I think Alaru would have gotten me anyways. Komorowski, Zatoni, and Barker were already ahead of me.
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
I hope I don't have to deal with that. It's Arjun and Martin Smith, top 5. Wow. Congratulations, Martin, if you watched the video.
Blue flag.
I might make it my mission to give him a congratulations. You know, I'm kind of wishing we get that extra lap. Because, we're not going to get it. Because I think I have a real... if this had been a little bit longer, I'd have a real shot at Luciano. I don't think I have to worry about the blue flag here. I think they'll stay behind me for the remaining 2 turns. In fact, they're going side by side, so they're slowing themselves down. Not that it matters. So yeah, finishing on a solid 1.
P7. There's the checkered flag.
And Alaru's not happy. I wonder if that has to do with Iceman. 7th place! Pretty good. Pretty good. Josiah gets 9th. Where'd Delgado go? Did we lose Mauricio? Oh, Mauricio! Drop back to 10th. Hurts. That's not cool. Good race, though. Good race to Wayne. The watches. Tip of my hat to him on some close and very good racing. Good racing to Mauricio, although he was a little scarier. because he, I think it's just a ping for him. I don't think it's anything to do with his driving, but he is high ping. So there is that. Put a little too much fuel in the car, fucked up the pit stop. Otherwise, pretty good. Broke a couple of times at turn 10 when you're not supposed to. Did not brake for the inner loop at least. Run down to the results. D, TH, Barre, Smith, Arjun, Lampe, Lecurzi, Kaschuk, and Simmons, your top 10 for the GTEs. Alexandre, Barker, Zatoni, Komorowski, Alaru, Ichazo, me, Hutchison, Jerome, Delgado, Fordham, Edmonds, Erme. Made it to the end. Nothing for Cole, Henrik, Fight, Vega, and Derlon Iceman. Alright, that'll be it. Good result. First good result of the season, to be honest.
Well done, Andrew.